Hi viewers, 11th Standard Accountancy, Chapter 12, Illustration Sum number 9. From the following trial balance of Sharon, prepare trading and profit and loss account for the year ending 31st December 2017 and balance sheet as on that date. The closing stock on 31st December 2017 was valued at 2,50,000. The given information are stock 1/1/2017 2 lakh, purchases 7,50,000, carriage inward, wages, salaries, repairs, rent and taxes, cash in hand, land, drawings, bank deposit, sundry creditors, purchases written, sales, commission received, capital. First of all, we have to identify the given information and mark it, which is to be trading account, profit and loss account and balance sheet. It will be easy to prepare these three accounts, that means trading, profit and loss and balance sheet account. Okay. First we have to go on heading, that is closing stock as on 31st December 2017 was valued at 2,50,000. So closing stock comes to trading account and balance sheet, asset side of the balance sheet. Okay, trading account and asset side of the balance sheet. Okay, stock 1/1/2017 2 lakh rupees. Listen, whenever you see stock 1/1, it means opening stock. Okay, so opening stock is always comes on debit side of the trading accounts. Okay, so we have to mark it as T, it means trading account. Then purchases is the trading account. Carriage inwards is the direct expenses, all the expenses related to direct expenses, all the expenses related to purchases goods, it means direct expenses, it goes to debit side of the trading account. Wages is the manufacturing goods, its expenses related to manufacturing goods, it goes to debit side of the trading account. Okay, salaries, so salaries is the indirect expenses. Listen what they given here, salaries, it means paid salaries or salary paid. You have to consider salary as the paid salaries. Okay, so it's a indirect expenses, so it goes to profit and loss account. Before that, all the direct expenses and manufacturing expenses while during purchases goods, it goes to debit side of the trading account, and all the indirect expenses and losses goes to debit side of the profit and loss account, and all the indirect income and gains goes to credit side of the profit and loss account. Okay, then repairs goes to profit and loss account. Rent and taxes, it's a office and administrative expenses, it goes to debit side of the profit and loss account. Cash in hand is the liquid asset. Okay, it goes to asset side of the balance sheet. Land is a tangible asset. You can, what is meant by tangible asset? You can see and touch. Okay, it's called tangible asset. It is physical existence. So land is the tangible fixed assets. Drawings is, you have to subtract drawings from the capital. Okay, so drawings goes to liability side of the balance sheet. Then bank deposits a asset. Then sundry creditors is the liability side of the balance sheet. As per the format of the balance sheet, sundry creditors goes to liability side of the balance sheet. Purchases written, you have to subtract the purchases written from purchases on debit side of the trading account. So trading account. Sales goes to credit side of the trading account. Commission received, it's a indirect income. Okay, so it goes to indirect income, means profit and loss account. Okay, then capital is the liability of the balance sheet. Okay, so we have identified and marked for the given, from the given information. We are going to prepare trading, profit and loss account and balance sheet. Okay, Before we are going to enter the given information into trading and profit and loss account balance sheet, we are going to write the heading and format of the trading and profit and loss account. Listen, trading and profit and loss account have the same format, okay? So we are combined together, we are going to prepare trading and profit and loss account. The heading is in the books of Sharon, trading and profit and loss account for the year ending 31st December 2017. Trading and profit and loss accounts have two sides, that is debtor side and creditor side. Left hand side we called as debtor side and right hand side we called as creditor side, okay? And debtor side we have two columns. If you have calculation, that means some adjustment, if purchases written, sales written, like that they given in the question, you have to create two amount column, that means inner amount column and outer amount column. If they didn't given any adjustment like purchases written, sales written, like that, you just prepare purchases and amount, one amount column only. Here they have given purchases returns, okay? So you have to create two amount column on debit side of the trading account, okay? If you create two column on debit side, you also create two columns on credit side. If you don't use it also, you have create the two columns on credit side, okay? So we prepare the heading and the format of the trading and profit and loss account. Now we are going to enter the given information into trading and profit and loss account. First we are going to enter the trading account. Items what they given in the question, we are going to enter into trading account, okay? If you take trading account, you always started on debit side of the trading account, okay? So you always started on debit side with opening stock, okay? On trading account you always started with opening stock and ended with closing stock, okay? This is the format of the trading account, okay? So opening stock 1/1/2017 is 2 lakhs rupees. So we have entered two opening stock 2 lakhs rupees. Listen, you always started with the word 2 on debit side of the trading and profit and loss account, and you always started with the word buy on trading and profit and loss account on the credit side, okay? So two opening stock 2 lakhs rupees entered. After entered opening stock, you have to enter purchases account as per the format of the trading account. After opening stock, you have to enter purchases account. If you have entered purchases account, you have to search they have given whether purchases written or not. If they given purchases written, so you have to enter the purchases account amount inner amount column, okay? So purchases 7,50,000, you have to enter inner amount column. Two purchases 7,50,000 entered. Then what they given purchases written amount, purchases written 30,000 rupees. So you have to subtract purchases written from the purchases account. So you have to write the heading less. Less means minus purchases written 30,000 from 7,50,000. You will get 7,20,000. This is the net purchases amount. You have to enter outer amount column, okay? Then after opening stock and purchases, then you have to enter the direct expenses on debit side of the trading account, okay? So carriage inward is the direct expenses 75,000. So you have to enter on debit side to carriage inward 75,000 entered. Then wages is the manufacturing expenses. Manufacturing goods expenses is goes to debit side of the trading account 3,65,000. So to wages 3,65,000 entered outer amount column on the debit side of the trading account, okay? Then here trading account sales 10,20,000 used to be entered credit side of the trading account. So you always started with the word buy on credit side. Buy sales 10,20,000. If they given sales written, you have to enter the sales inner amount column. If they didn't given sales return, you directly enter sales amount on outer amount column. Say one, so 10,20,000 we entered outer amount column. Okay, then after credit side have only two entries. What are the sales and the closing stock? So after sales, what you have to do? You have to enter closing stock. What's the value of closing stock? Listen. Closing stock as on 31st December 2017 was valued at 2,50,000. So by closing stock 2,50,000 we entered. Okay. So we have entered all the given information into the debit and credit side of the trading account. Now we are going to find out the differences between them. Okay, so for that we have to find which side has the higher value. Debit side has the higher value, 2 lakhs, 7,20,000, 3 lakhs. Okay, 7 plus 2 9, 9 plus 3 12. Here 10 lakh and 2 lakhs rupees, so 12,000. Which side has the higher value? Debit side has the higher value than credit. Okay, so we have to consider that higher value as the total. So debit side, after added all the amount from the debit side, we will get 13,60,000. This is the higher value on trading account. So 13,60,000 is the total. We have to consider 13,60,000, that higher value as the total. That total we have to enter on both debit and credit side on the same horizontal line. Okay, so after total it, we have to find the differences. So for that we have to, which side has the lesser side? Credit side has the lesser side. So we have to add the credit side value, 10,20,000 plus 2,50,000. How much rupees? 12,70,000. Okay, so we have to subtract 12,70,000 from 13,60,000. We will get the difference is 90,000. So against the 90,000 you have to write by gross loss carry down. Listen carefully. If you here you have debit side as the higher value, so you will get credit side as the loss. If you have credit side total, you will get debit side gross profit. If you get debit side total, you will get credit side gross loss. Okay, for this, according to this illustration sum number 9, debit side has the total, so you will get credit side as gross loss. Okay, so you have to write by gross loss carry down 90,000 rupees. Okay, so then you have to transfer that gross loss into the profit and loss account. Okay, so we prepared trading account, right? Now we are going to prepare profit and loss account in the same format. Profit and loss account also have the same format like trading account, so we have to do here. So before we are going to enter the given entries from the question to profit and loss account, you always started with gross loss what you find from the trading account. Okay, so you already find gross loss. Okay, you have to transfer gross loss from trading account to profit and loss account debit side. So you have to write to gross loss brought down 90,000 rupees. You transferred gross loss from trading to profit and loss account. Then only according to the given information as per the question wise, you will enter the items which is related to the profit and loss account. Okay, after gross loss. Okay, so after gross loss, let's go where is letter P. Letter P means profit and loss account related items. Okay, listen here. Salaries 1,20,000. Salaries is the salary paid, which means they have given salaries. It means salaries paid. Say indirect expenses, all the expenses and losses have to enter on debit side of the profit and loss account. So salaries is the indirect expenses, 1,20,000 rupees, you have to enter debit side of the profit and loss account. 2 salaries 1,20,000 rupees entered. Then repairs 12,000 rupees entered on debit side of the profit and loss account, we entered. Then rent and taxes is the office and administrative expenses, 2,80,000. This is the indirect expenses. So rent and taxes you have to enter on debit side of the profit and loss account. 2 rent and taxes 2,80,000 entered. Then listen here, P means profit and loss account. Commission received means it's a indirect expenses, indirect income. Okay, so you have to enter it on credit side of the profit and loss account, 53,000. So commission received 53,000 entered. Okay, so all the what they given in the question information you have to enter into profit and loss account. Now we are going to find the total. So for that, which side we have the higher values? Of course, debit side we have the higher values, then credit side. After added this all amount, we will get 5,02,000 rupees. This is the total. We have to enter the total into both side, debit and credit side, in the same horizontal line. So 5,02,000 rupees we entered on both debit and credit side. Then which side has the lesser value? Credit side has the lesser value. How much rupees? 53,000. Now we are going to find the differences. So for that we have to subtract 53,000. That means lesser value from the total. You will get 4,49,000 rupees. This is the against 4,49,000 rupees you have to write by net loss. Listen, if the debit side has the total, you will get net loss on credit side. If the credit side has the total, you will get net profit on debit side. So as per the illustration sum number 9, you will get total on debit side. Okay, so you will get the loss on net loss on credit side. Okay, so net loss rupees 4,49,000 rupees. Then you have to transfer that net loss into the capital account. Okay, so you have to write transfer to capital account within the bracket. So we prepared trading and profit and loss account. Now we are going to prepare the balance sheet. Before we are going to prepare the balance sheet, you have to enter the title, enter the heading and the format of the balance sheet. So the heading is balance sheet as on 31st December 2017. The format contains two sides, that is liability sides and the asset side. Liabilities is on the left hand side we called as liability side and right hand side we called as asset side. Liabilities contains 2 columns, inner amount column and outer amount column, and asset side also we have 2 columns, inner amount column and outer amount column. Always as per the format of the balance sheet, you always started to enter liability side. Okay, on liability side you always started with capital. Okay, what's the value of capital? Capital 33 lakhs. Okay, if you enter the capital, if they given any adjustment related to capital, yes we have, because we find the net loss, right? In profit and loss account you have to subtract net loss with the capital from the capital. So you have to enter the capital 33 lakhs rupees in inner amount column. Okay, so capital rupees 33 lakhs you have to enter inner amount column. Then you have to subtract net loss with the capital. You have to write the heading less. Less means minus net loss 4,49,000. You have to minus 4,49,000 from 33 lakhs. You will get how much rupees? 28,51,000. Listen, if you have to check whether they have given any drawings like that. If they given drawings, you have to enter after subtracted the capital from the net loss. You have to enter the capital amount inner amount column only, because you have the drawings. They have given drawings, so for that you have to subtract the drawings from the after calculation of the capital value. So what's the drawings value? Drawings rupees 1,66,000, right? So you have to minus drawings from the capital. Okay, less means minus. Less drawings, how much? Rupees 1,66,000 you have to enter into inner amount column. Then you have to subtract 1,66,000 rupees from 28,51,000. You will get 26,85,000. Then only you have to enter the final amount in outer amount column we entered. Okay, after calculation of the capital, next you have to follow according to information. As per the question wise, we will enter the items which is related to the balance sheet. So as per the question order, after subtracted drawing, we have listen. A means what? Bank deposit. How much rupees? 2 lakhs rupees. So where you have to enter bank deposit? A means asset side. Okay, so on asset side you have to enter bank deposits 2 lakhs rupees. Listen, I forget. Listen, cash in hand. A means asset. Okay, L means liability. Only see about A and L. A means asset, L means liabilities. We are going to prepare them. We are preparing the balance sheet. Okay, you consider about only A and L. So cash in hand, 97,000 rupees is entered on asset side. Land to 21,50,000 rupees we have to enter on asset side of the balance sheet. So on asset side we have to enter land 21,50,000 rupees entered, cash in hand 97,000 rupees entered. Okay, bank deposit also 2 lakhs rupees entered. And then after enter all the given items related to asset, finally only you have to enter the closing stock. Remember it. Okay, so listen, closing stock is rupees 2,50,000 rupees. So finally you have to enter closing stock 2,50,000 rupees we entered. On the liabilities, sundry creditors 12,000 rupees. So sundry creditors 12,000 rupees we have entered on liability side. Listen carefully. We entered all the given information related to balance sheet. We have entered on liability side and asset side. Now we will add on both sides amount. Okay, so after added the amount on both the side, we got 26,97,000 on both the side. Okay, do you have any doubt? Please comment it on the comment box. Thank you. Take